Never Stop Learning, week 262. We're going to take a quick look at Match Font in Adobe Photoshop CC 2015.5. All right, so Match Font is a new feature inside of Adobe Photoshop. And the way it works is really similar to What the Font. Now, if you're not familiar with this, it's basically a system that's going to look at a flattened image with no live text, and it's going to try to tell you what font was used to create this image. All right, so what Adobe has done is they created Match Font and they put it directly into Photoshop. They sped up the workflow by streamlining the whole process. So let's take a look at how this works. I'm going to hit the M key on my keyboard to activate the rectangular marquee tool. I'm going to click and drag, and I'm just going to create a quick selection. All right. Now that I have this here, I'm telling Photoshop to just focus in on this area and ignore everything else. All right, so over here at the top, I'm going to click on Type, then choose Match Font, and when I do that, it's going to bring up the Match Font window. All right, so what's going on in here is at the top, these are the results of fonts that are installed on my machine that Photoshop thinks are going to be a great match for this selection that I have over here in my document. Down over here towards the bottom, these are the fonts that are available on Typekit. Now I'm using the Creative Cloud and I'm on Typekit, so I have access to these additional fonts. All I have to do is click on this icon over here that looks like a cloud, and then the syncing process is going to begin. Over here in the top right, it says refine the selection to improve the results. All right, so it's talking about the selection that we created. Notice it turned into kind of like a transformation box. All right, so I'm going to click and drag, and every time I do that, I'm just refining this, and notice we get some new results over here in the Match Font window. All right, so I'm going to click OK. Now that you get an idea how that works, let me show you how this works in practice. All right, so what I want to do is I want to match this word down here at the bottom where it says vector. Now, this image right here was actually created by Gemma Goode, who is a hand lettering expert. So there actually is no font that's going to match this exactly. But I want to see what type of results Photoshop is going to give me. So the best thing to do is to type out the word vector so I have something to compare it to. I'm going to hit the T key on my keyboard to activate the type tool. Over here in the upper left, I'm going to click once and just type in vector. All right, accept that change. All right, so now I need to make a selection. So I'm going to hit the M key on my keyboard, click and drag to select this word vector. Now Photoshop knows to analyze this area. Back over here at the top, I'm going to click on Type, then choose Match Font to get that Match Font window. All right, so now over here at the top, again, these are the results of the fonts that I have on my machine. All right, so I'm going to click on this top one, and this one actually matches really closely. Notice that V, that looks great. The rest of it could use a little bit of work, but it's pretty close. All right, I'm going to try another one over here. I've got Falcon. This one looks pretty good. I really like how the word looks, but the letter V, I actually like it better from the original font over here at the top. All right, but anyway, you notice I have this couple different options right here that I could choose from. All right, so down over here, I'm going to make a slight adjustment so I can kind of get rid of some of those ornaments. All right, so I'm going to zero in right here to, I'm going to ignore the V and just look at the last part of vector. All right, so we got some new results over here, and these actually all look pretty good. The ones that are my favorite are probably this top one over here, and then maybe this guy over here towards the bottom looks pretty good as well. But anyway, let's say I wanted to try out one of these fonts from Typekit. Now, the way we would do that is just click on the icon over here on the left. Notice this little cloud. Click on it once, and then the syncing process is going to begin. The cool thing is the Creative Cloud is telling you exactly what's going on. So it tells me some syncing just happened and the name of the font and everything. All right, so here I get a preview of the font that I just synced with my Creative Cloud. I'm going to click OK, and we're good to go. So there you have it, folks. That's a quick look at Match Font in Adobe Photoshop CC 2015.5.